Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon of Magnetic Service. What a treat to be able to describe to a number of seekers what some of you already sense. There is something coming. Now, when many hear that phrase, it strikes fear into them because humanity has always been fear-based. That's the old energy. I want you to get used to changing what you expect based on the past and change it to what you expect based on what you know is coming for the future. You know it because it was taught to you by those from the stars. A day would come when consciousness would begin to change. All of it, eventually. But in this process, like so many, there have to be forerunners. Those who come first to set the stage, to show the way, to open the gates that have been closed for some time. You might say, there are those here who are going to open the gates to those from the stars. Stargates. Have you ever wondered where the name came from? That which you are going to begin to see is a light that starts to come into that which is the room of Earth, a gate that opens and lets in what you already know and have expected in a way that is subtle, not startling, beautiful, compassionate, and attractive. This war between dark and light will be won in a way that those in dark energy will not expect. The swords and the shields that you would carry as a light worker are truth and knowledge. And you come in with a new, renewed Merkaba that is dripping with compassion, and it will overwhelm those who would then decide to fight you with the dark. And they will collapse at your feet because they will see that you love them. And they will be so shocked that you would. And they're not ready for compassion in leadership. And it will be startling to watch. Startling to watch organizations become truly heart-based, whose prime directive is to help those in trouble and bring them to a higher consciousness. This is the beginning of what you have called working in light for an ascended planet. This is why those from the stars gave you these things to remember. This planet Earth is one of the last ones, dear ones. When life started so late here, it's one of the last ones for this to happen in that which you call your galaxy. Now, I want you to think for a moment. Here's information I have not shared. If you truly are one of the last holdouts of darker energy, can you imagine why those in your galaxy would be interested in what happens here. The circle of compassion is not complete. This may be the last gate. Can you imagine the excitement of millions of planets who have had a million-year head start and have ascended beings on them? They can sense what's going on here. Can you imagine their excitement? It's happening. The last one to complete the circle and change the galaxy's consciousness when the circle is complete. That is why you're here. Do you realize how important you are, compassionate one, light worker? To be in this place at this time, knowing what I just told you, what you do here may start an effect on the entire galaxy. That's why this is a Stargate, Earth. Thank you, dear ones, for being here. Ponder these things. And so it is.
Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And as you know deep within, it is time. It is now. It is you. We have said for many years, if you are hearing our words, you are on the leading edge of awakening. It is happening now on a grand scale. We are calling you forth to move out of the old ways. We are inviting you, as Kryon has said, to drop the fear-based way of living, to move from your heart and from compassion. It is a challenge. We understand this. For so many lifetimes, you have lived in these old energies. And so they are within you still, but they have been shedding. You have been gently letting them go. You have been becoming more conscious, perhaps even not aware of the subtle changes that have been happening within you over these recent years. Beloved ones, now is the time to make a conscious decision to drop the old, to step into the unknown of the new. We are gathering in these Lemurian energies, and we invite you to be there with us through the technology that can allow everyone around the world to share the energies and the information that we will be bringing over the new year. Why the new year? Because it is a marker of the new. As you have already heard, the number one is critical. And there are energies waiting to come through to share with you. And we will be waiting for the new year to share them. Beloved ones, you have within you an energetic knowingness. And as these energies are transmitted in the new year, the knowingness within can be reawakened. Feel that. Feel that. There is a potential within you that has been there for eternity. how did people know in the past that this was the time? Because it has always been there. You have lived through thousands of years of struggle for a reason. This will become obvious also. You have been creating a beautiful energetic of compassion through the struggles that you have lived. So much more is about to be revealed. It has been chosen, as has already been said 1 year ago. It was decided to be in Lemuria, to share these informations and energetics with you. There is a global grid of the Stargates. As the energies are experienced and shared, those energies will move around the planet via the Stargate grid and be available to many, many thousands of people ready to awaken, ready to make their next step in consciousness. And so, beloved ones, we invite you to be present in these days so that you can receive directly that which is waiting to be shared.
And so, beloved ones, you are on the cusp of a radical awakening in your consciousness. And we use this word radical because it implies that it has never been here before. It implies that there is a pathway, but you have to choose it. You must be willing to say yes and to consciously cultivate these higher states. Your planet is being inundated right now with the very support that will allow you to rise above the mass unconsciousness and to become one of these stargates in and of yourself. For within each and every one of you, the higher functioning of your pineal and your pituitary gland is a stargate. Its function is to connect you with the wider universe through that energy field created by the total energy presence of your DNA. And so that which has not been spoken of yet, which will be shared in depth over these 4 days on Maui, is just what exactly is hidden away within you. That which Kryon has referred to as the 24th chromosome. That which Alcazar has talked about as your higher dimensional DNA. There is within this DNA part of your very blueprint, the essence of the functioning of your superconscious with all the skills, all the gifts, all the abilities that resonate within you, that have been, in a sense, whispering in your ear for all of your lives. There has always been within humanity a calling, a knowingness that you are so much more than you are living. And yet there has been a density here, that which is so often referred to as the veil. And as you have just heard from this beautiful one, Kryon, the veils are thinning. There is an opportunity here, beloved ones, over these 4 days where we will be gathered in the physical with a small group who will be capable of holding this energy field that will be broadcast and enhanced by all of you who are called to join around the world. And in this intensity, in this coherence, in the totality with which we can cultivate this energy field, there's a kind of submersion. There is a kind of, almost as if you could imagine being immersed underwater. The energy will be that complete. And we will be capable within this energy field of bringing to you the next steps. The new year is a powerful time. It is a time when the collective around your earth bring their focus to the new. It is one of those rare moments where almost every individual on this planet bring a kind of extra awareness. And so indeed, there is the possibility of an infusion, a reintroduction into higher states of consciousness that will ripple far beyond your individual experiencing. And yet, if you feel so called, if you feel the invitation, we say to you, this is a time when you can have radical awakening occurring within you, embodied awakening occurring within you. And this beautiful one, Monica, she has given the subtitle, Embodying the Lemurian Wisdom, embodying these awakening energies. And so this is the invitation. The transmissions from Lemuria have a special essence. They carry the through line to that ancient culture where the star mothers were present in the body, where there was a transmission from that compassionate, enlightened source from the Pleiadians in the stars. And so there can be a connection to so much more that is waiting for you in those lands. You do not have to be physically present, for through the grids of the earth and the grids of the Stargate, these transmissions flow far beyond physical proximity. For in truth, in the quantum field, there is no space, there is no time, there is only now.